and Carnivore-ish here, and it is 7:55 in the morning, and I thought I would do a little live and see if anybody's available to chat. Drinking my iced coffee, and yeah, just decided to do an early morning live. See if anybody's available, and see if people get notifications. I have not gotten my notification yet, so we will see. And I'm just finding something. I'm drinking my GARVEY coffee this morning. So I'm going to put the link for that in the chat. And I don't think we can't do comments yet. So here is my link and the coupon code in case it doesn't automatically show up. And then if anybody wants to join the live, I also put the link in there as well. So I've got this thing filled full, and this is my second one already. It's not even 8 o'clock. Hey, no ma'am, I'm trying to do a live. Shh. They heard me talking, so they think I'm talking to somebody. So I've got daily minerals in my coffee. Kit Kat, it was me. I've got electrolyte drops. Was having leg cramps last night. And sweet drops, vanilla cream. And I never liked these in my crazy cups or anything like that. But in this GARVEY iced coffee, the plain, it's the non-flavored GARVEY. I love this stuff, but I have to put like a full dropper in it to even taste it though. So I don't know. I don't even know like what's in these. It's been so long since I've had these. Or when I bought them, they're sweetened with stevia. But they are really good in this plain GARVEY coffee. It gives it a little sweetness, but I really like the vanilla flavor is what I really, really like. And of course, a lot of ice, a little bit of salt, a teaspoon, a heavy teaspoon of a heavy whipping cream, which means I just kind of, I actually use a jar to mix my coffee. And I put in a little over a teaspoon of the GARVEY coffee, like I let it overflow just a little bit, and then I do the same thing with heavy whipping cream. And then all this other stuff, mix it up real good, and then pour it over ice. It's very delicious. Yeah, I have not gotten a notification for this. So that stinks. That means nobody else, well, it doesn't mean anybody else is not getting a notification, but unfortunately, if I'm not getting one, that means other people are not getting one either. Or everybody could just be busy at this time in the morning. So I completely understand that too. And I don't have a set schedule when I do lives, and it's been a while since I did a live. So unfortunately, I won't stay on here a long time if nobody can join. But we'll give people a chance to see if they see it. So we've got our friends in this community doing on the low carb cruise right now. And then of course there's a lot of us that aren't able to go to something like that or didn't even know about it till way late. I mean, I've been on this journey for almost a month. Almost a year this month. It's still too early. And actually, I would really like to look that up. Let's see if I can go back to 2022 and look in June. And okay. It looks like June 25th was my first day of carnivore. So today's the 5th. So 20 more days. I'll be on this journey for a full year. So those of you that follow me know that for at least a couple of months, maybe even 3 months before that, I was slowly working my way to carnivore. So I just started slowly lowering my carb intake and my sugar intake until one day which was the 25th, I was full carnivore. So it wasn't like, okay, on this day, I have to go full carnivore. I have to do it, or tomorrow I'm going to be carnivore. I did it very slowly and then just kind of let it happen naturally. And I was a big time sugar addict. So, that I was worried it was going to be really difficult, but as I slowly lowered it, and I know it got me through the sweet stuff for me there when I was working my way down was heavy whipping cream, making, whipped cream and adding some kind of flavoring, like sweetened flavoring with sweetener, not with sugar. So I want to say that I used the sugar-free Jell-O, like the cheesecake flavor was my favorite, which it doesn't have great ingredients, which I didn't know at the time because I didn't know about reading labels or how to read labels or anything at that time. So do the best you can if you're starting this out. And if that's what you need to use it. It worked for me. So I would just put a little bit, I would just make like a serving at a time, basically. And I think I would put like a teaspoon in there or something. And so I would make like a fluff with that. And that was the only 2 ingredients. I would, make stiff peaks and then kind of fold in that stuff. Or maybe, I can't remember if I put it in before I made the stiff peaks or not. Anyway, it was really good. And it gave me that sweet that I was craving. And so that's what I had a lot of time. I think I had that almost every day for the last couple of weeks at least. And then all of a sudden I didn't need that anymore. So if you are thinking about going carnivore, KetoVore, keto, whatever, just take it slowly. Don't be too hard on yourself. Make it very simple. You got to start somewhere. Let's see. I just realized the category they have this under is entertainment. Am I entertaining? I hope that I am. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's see what other options I have. And that. I don't remember where it is. There it is. People and blogs. That's what it should be under, shouldn't it? Hey, Scott, how are you? I wasn't sure if anybody would get a notification or try to join or not. I'm entertaining. I did my double wave, but nobody was here for the double wave. Good morning to you. I'm drinking my second iced coffee, and I just saw a notification for Mike's keto-rific journey. I don't know why I couldn't say that. It's too early, I guess. And he's doing another Jobby review. He really likes it too. Me and him really like that Jobby. So us non-cruisers, I'm having just as much fun in my house with my dogs than they probably are on that cruise. No, I'm kidding. I hope that they're getting good weather and having a good time. I'm sure it will go by really, really, really quickly. You're so welcome. I'll try to give one at the end too. I never even realized I did a double wave until they said something, RSK. And then I realized I do it on the other channel too. Something I did, I guess. And now it's like every time I do it, I think of them. Like James and Smiley. I was cold and I threw on a sweatshirt because it's been raining and storming here, and now I'm getting hot. I guess I've got some lights on, so maybe the lights are making me hot. The only bad thing about this jobby is I drink way more coffee now. But I haven't gotten any heartburn from it. And everything else I've tried has given me heartburn if I drink more than 2 or 3 a week. Not every day, like 2 or 3 a week, and that was it. And I've been drinking like 2 a day, and I have yet to get heartburn. I don't know what it is about their coffee. Is it because it's cold brew? Is it because it's a concentrate? Is it because they use regenerative farming? I have no idea. But I like it. And I prefer an iced coffee. Sometimes I want like a hot fat coffee. And I'll use the crazy cups for that. And you can make this hot too. I haven't tried it hot yet. I just like it so much iced that I'm not gonna change that anytime soon. Oh, summer camps, yes. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a busy week. You know, when school lets out, it's supposed to calm down, but no, you got camps and conferences and, you know, vacation Bible school for some people. And like, I don't know about you, but we'll try to get in dentist appointments and doctor's appointments and all this stuff that kind of been putting off. All those fun appointments. Seems like we've had several this week. Vet appointment, or the last couple of weeks, I should say. But I feel you. I mean, I only have one still in school, and she's passed all that kind of stuff, but it's still been busy. We need to go for haircuts, and our stylist is out of state. So I'm trying to decide if I want to wait or just go somewhere else for this time. It's way too quiet in my house. It's freaking me out. I need some noise going. Usually I've got a YouTube video going or the TV going just to keep me company, I guess. It's just way too quiet. Everybody's gone or sleeping, so except for me. Sure and put in my electrolyte drops today. I don't always use my electrolyte drops in the coffee, but I do love this stuff in that iced coffee so much. And I always put my daily minerals in there. And I love this glass bottle. I'll just have to keep refilling it. I started taking a different, I've got their magnesium drops, and I started taking a different magnesium pill form. it's not working. I don't know if there's something special you need to do with a different magnesium, but I'm getting leg cramps and not sleeping as good. I don't know. But I have some other issues with the magnesium drops, so I don't know. Maybe I need to change it up and switch off which ones alternate or something. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Well, it shows we've got 5 people on, but for some reason they can't chat, I guess. So I was hoping there would be more people to be able to chat. I still haven't gotten a notification. That's crazy. And I still need to get my steps in. I need to jog this morning. I didn't jog yesterday, right? Yeah. Trying to remember if I did Saturday. Yes, I did Saturday. Saturday I jogged. I got in a mile in the morning, and then I think that's the day I did a live stream on my crafting channel. And then when I got off, it was in the evening, and I realized I only had 7,500 steps, so I decided to just get some more jogging in. So I did like another mile and got what I needed. So I got 2 miles in on Saturday. I was proud of that. But I need to jog today. So I'm still keeping up with at least 3 days a week with the jogging. And if it can only be 10 minutes, it can only be 10 minutes. But I've been doing good with like 20 minutes plus almost, I started out with a lot of 10 minutes, and then I've been working up and doing even as much as like 40 minutes. But it just depends on how I feel. And then, of course, I'm getting some walking in. Yeah, yesterday, I think I was trying to look. I don't think I can look from there. I can only see today's. So yesterday, I think I only ended the day with 8,000 steps. And I was moving around a lot and stuff, but I wasn't doing a whole lot of purposeful walking. And I wasn't paying close attention to my steps. But I allow myself like at least one day, try not to go more than one day a week where I don't get the 10K steps, just to kind of give myself a break and not get, make sure that my feet don't hurt too much or my back. And also just to have a day that I'm not worrying about it. But at least 5 days a week, I want to make sure I get at least 10,000 steps, but usually it's 11 to 13. I only have 1,700 this morning. I ended the day yesterday with 8,200. But last week I ended with over 73,000 for the week. So, and I had 2 days that were under 10. So the other days I had 10.8, 11.3, 12.1, 10.6, and 13.7. So that makes up for those days, those lower days. Oh no, a summer cold. Yeah, I know. I've got a little bit of a runny nose. We've the last couple of weeks we've been dealing with sinus and allergy stuff. It goes from being like hot and humid to raining and cool, back and forth. And so that's just playing havoc on us. I've had a lot of sinus headaches lately. I think it was 2 weeks ago I said I had a sinus headache like every day that week. It was awful. And one day it was like migraine level. It was awful. This past week, I think I had 2 or 3 days where I had a sinus headache, but it wasn't like overwhelming. It was just like, you get that headache and it's just like it's there and just kind of irritating, but won't really go away. But it doesn't keep you from your daily life. It's just irritating. I've had a lot of those lately. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just do a little bit, and you know how I started with jogging. I do this like over the past few years. I'll get a good routine of getting a little bit of jogging in, and then I'll get out of the habit, and then I have to restart it. But when I very first started it, and I felt like I couldn't jog at all, and I jog in my house. I actually have a weird house. I say it's weird. So you can see the opening back there. Right here next to me, to my right, is the opening to our hallway, but it goes around and comes back through there. And that's like our laundry room straight across. So our hallway is open on both ends, which is awesome. I love it. Most people's hallway, you go to the end, you have to come back out. And then our kitchen is open, and it's got 3 entrances. So there's that one, and then of course behind me here, but then over here too. And then there's a big archway at the front door, and you can come around. There's just like a beam. But I can also go in the bedroom. Our bedroom is over here with a big bathroom. So I walk a lot and jog a lot in the house. I don't have a treadmill or anything, but because of my allergies and stuff, and then plus our road, I used to walk outside on our street in our little neighborhood, but people drive really, really fast, and I've almost been hit a couple of times. And then I've had encounters with copperheads, and and then people are always building and having workers, and I had a scary incident with a construction worker. So I've really kind of stuck to walking in the house, and I know it sounds weird to people, but I've got this great little routine because my house is so open. So that works really great for me. But what I was trying to say in the beginning was I would pick a spot. So let's say I would be at that entrance right there to the kitchen, and I would say right here at the bar behind me, I'm going to jog from that entrance to that bar, and that's it. I'm going to jog to there, and then I'm going to walk around, and then when I come back around, I'm going to jog to that entrance to the bar. So that's how I started. And then I would go, okay, from here to the bedroom, which is like twice the distance. I'm going to jog from there, and then I would walk. And I just kept picking longer and longer. Okay, now I'm going to make a full circle or full whatever around, and which is about 50 steps. I think I've figured actually 50 steps to go around this entrance at the front door. So I would just pick like small like that, and then maybe it would go to like a minute, and I worked up to 10 minutes, and now I can easily do that, and I don't have to worry about doing these small. But that's how I started out. So for anybody that's like, oh, I can't jog, I try to jog and it's just too much, just pick up really small. That's just a few steps right there. You can do a few steps and then slow down and walk. Just do what works for you. So that's what worked for me. Yeah, there you go. Just little bits at a time, and then you'll be able to go, before you know it, you'll be able to go further and further. Hey, Annabella, how are you? All right, so you got to tell me what time it is there in Australia. It's 8:18 a.m. here. I wish on here though that I could see like what days I was walking and what days I was jogging. Now you just see your steps. And I don't understand the zone minutes. What are the zone minutes? I'm used to my old Fitbit tracker that gave you the actual minutes that you were actually doing stuff. Like the day that I got the most steps shows 60 zone minutes, but yesterday I only had 8,200 steps and it shows 118 zone minutes. So what does that mean? I don't understand that. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good that they do that with you. I know I'll go out in the backyard with our dogs, which it's fenced in and it's pretty big space, and they love to play fetch. So we've got a couple of balls out there, and so I'll go out there and play fetch with them a few times a day. But I'm trying not to to stay out there too long because I don't want them to get overheated, because they'll just run and run and it's so hot and humid. But I also I'm not getting a lot of exercise doing that. I'm throwing the ball. I think that's a little bit of exercise, and I'm kind of walking around because they don't drop it in the same spot. But getting some movement out there and then having some fun with them. I'm sorry, that medicine is awful. Isn't that crazy? So it is. It's late there. Doing pretty good. I know. Yeah, we need to say goodnight to her. Yes, I don't understand the zone minutes. Somebody will have to explain that to me. I can't. These glasses are for distance and driving, so I have to look underneath or it's blurry. Are you going to be a night out? I know. I think it was like 1 a.m. before I even got to sleep last night or close to sleep last night. I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know why. It's been harder to fall asleep. Good for you. That's awesome. And that's great to eat, the steak and the bacon. Good for you. Girl, like that. You deserve it. Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still looking at my Fitbit stuff. Shows that I have 19 zone minutes this morning. I don't know why. What did I do that deserved? But I'm loving this new Fitbit. I don't know if I showed that on this channel or not. I think, yeah, I showed it on my blog, didn't I? I know most people have some kind of smart watch or something, but I just love, it's got this, you can see it, this run. So when I do jog, it's got this run start, and so I'll start it and it'll show me what my pace is, and it'll show me how many miles I'm going and all this stuff. And so I love that. I like tracking that kind of stuff. Now, I don't like tracking like macros and stuff, but I like tracking that kind of stuff. I don't know. You're welcome, Annabella. Oh, okay. You're craving sweet things. See, I get like that too. But yesterday I was fine, which was great. So I think that little fast I did helped with my sweet cravings, I hope. Because they had gotten stronger. I was really going a little crazy with the sweets last month. So if you didn't see my post, I managed a 40.5-hour fast, and that was a huge struggle for me. It wasn't a huge struggle for me to do that, but it's been a huge struggle for me to try and do a longer fast. Definitely if I was trying to do one and I did not plan that one, I had 2 iced coffees that first day. So definitely was not planning it. So I had those, and I had one in the morning, and then I had one like early afternoon, and I still wasn't hungry. And I'm really trying to watch those hunger cues and pay attention to that, and not just eat because I want to eat, which is another struggle. And so I, sometime in the afternoon, I was like, let me make it to 24 hours because I'm still not hungry. It was like 7 o'clock in the evening when I was fully finished eating. So I was like, but I don't want to eat at 7 o'clock. I don't want to wait till 7. So it's going to be probably 20 to 24 hours before I eat. But then I still wasn't hungry. Like I would get a little bit. And so I ate a little butter, and then I made my husband some bacon, and I was thinking that I would probably eat some of that bacon, but I didn't. Decided to keep going, but I had some of the warm bacon grease, which really staved off the hunger. And then I had some butter before I went to bed. I try to have a little butter before I go to bed. It does help me sleep. And I realized, I was talking about in my vlog that I hadn't been sleeping good, which some of that was because of the loss of our dog and her being sick before she passed. But I realized I hadn't been doing the butter at night before I go to bed. And that does make a difference for me for some reason. I don't know why. So I had butter a couple of times. I had that bacon grease and I was fine. It was weird. I was like not putting the pressure on myself to do an extended fast made it easier to do it. And then I ended up going 40.5 hours before I ate, and I ate a steak with butter and couldn't eat. But I mean, when I got like halfway through it, I was like, I'm getting really full. And then I think it was like 6 hours later, I was wondering if I was even going to eat again, but I want to say around 6 o'clock last night, I was hungry again. And so I had keto chow waffles last night. So that gave me a little bit of sweet, but I had been craving something sweet. Like every time I would eat, I would want to finish it off with something sweet. And yesterday was the first time that I didn't crave that stuff. So I think maybe that fast helped with that. I hope so. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I've ever watched that. I felt really good. Like I woke up, I figured I'd wake up like starving and I wouldn't. And I felt so much better. Like just like my gut felt better. I didn't feel bloated and I felt a little bit more alert and stuff like that, if that makes sense. I just overall felt better. Yeah, I was worried about you. I almost told you not to watch my vlog. Yeah, see, and you fast too much, and then I couldn't do it at all. So, and I could see how it would be like I would have trouble with it, like that it could be like easy to do it too much. Like, oh, look at these good results. Because, like, I lost, I'd gained 6 pounds in May, which a lot of people say it's got to be the inflammation and the loss and stuff like that. And then so I lost 3 of those pounds from the fast. Still up 3. Ugh. Well, at least you were getting some. I have some of that in the refrigerator. I made some last week because I did take a day where I did lower fat and higher protein to see if that helped too. But I felt like I was hungry all day long doing that. Yeah, such a difference. I know I put too much pressure on myself. If I can't do things that other people are doing, for some reason, it makes me feel like, I start all those little bad things in your head telling you you're not good enough and you're a failure if you can't do it. It's ridiculous. Just because, and not everybody, just because a lot of people can do these long extended fasts doesn't mean you can, or that you should. You know what I mean? Same with all these monthly challenges. People will do BBB&E and stuff like that, and you kind of feel the pressure like you need to do it even though you don't want to do it. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean you have to. I'm so glad it was organic. Oh yes, me too. Yeah, I could feel that. And so I'm hoping that I can do this on a regular basis, but not overly do it because I've had gut issues for 20 years and multiple gut issues. And I know that it really, like doing a 36 is supposed to really help reset your gut. So I'm hoping I can do them regularly, even if it's once a month or once a week, but no more than that. Of course I care. Of course. Hey, Connie. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. I'm having my iced coffee, my second one of the day. I'm addicted to this job, you guys. They sent me a bottle for free to do it, do some videos on my YouTube channels, and I'm addicted. I love it. I'm not kidding. And I actually ordered some recently. They sent me an email. They were offering a bundle, and it was like 55% off. You know, I couldn't say no to 55% off. It came with 2 bottles, a frother, and some metal straws, which my frother needs to be thrown away. The batteries have leaked in it. This still works, so I've been using it until I could get a new one. So when I get that one, I'll throw that one away. And then I have some metal straws, so I use those a lot. So you got the frother and the metal straws for free. And I'm trying to remember how much it was. I think the bottles are like $20 a piece, but it's 30 servings. And then after you purchase that, they offered you a couple other like discounts. And I got a seasonal flavor for like $13. And I can't remember what it was. It was something caramel. But in my bundle, I chose the original because that's what they sent me, and I know I love it. And then I got the French vanilla because TJ tried the French vanilla and she really liked it. So I want to try that. And then it was some kind of caramel. So I'll have 3 different ones. And I have all those crazy cups. Oh, I need to. Wow, all of a sudden I'm getting all these. I feel like I'm the cautionary tale. Yes. I just have the gene for it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good morning, Ron. How are you? Thanks for joining. That's okay. I haven't showered, you guys. I got concealer on because I had to take my son to work, and I'm not driving in town without at least a little bit of makeup on. But that's it. I hope it does too, girl. I really, really do. Oh, are you? Good for you. Well, I'll be curious to hear how you like it and what it's done for you. You know, I did carnivore, and I was pretty strict with it for a little over 100 days. I also want to put out there, I know Sana, our Miss Perfectly Imperfect Keto. I don't know if all of y'all know that she's been dealing with some illness and in the hospital, and she can't really do much on YouTube or even on her phone or anything. She talks about it in her last vlog. She was able to do a video for us and talk about some of the stuff going on, but I know she probably not been able to watch anything, but I just want to send out some well wishes to her and let her know that we are thinking about her. I've been thinking about her and praying for her, and I hope she gets better soon. Really? That's crazy. Carnivore mashed potatoes. So they wouldn't be using vegetables like, you know, you see the cauliflower. That's weird. I made a carnivore lasagna yesterday. Huh. That sounds good. Did you make a video of it, Ron? Oh, really? Ugh, I hate that. That does sound yummy, doesn't it? Me too. I know. I've sent her a couple of texts, but I know she's not supposed to be like reading texts or anything either. I was just hoping like her husband would read it for her, you know. But I haven't been bombarding her either, just like a couple. Just to let her know, you know, thinking about her. We haven't forgotten about her. And that is crazy. I'm so curious now. Oh, good. I'll try to watch that. Oh, okay. Okay. You guys you come up with all these neat ideas and stuff, or you find them and make them your own. I'm so bored. I feel like I'm boring with the way I eat. Yes, and I'm not sure if I have her address or not. I'm sorry, my nose is running. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, because she sent me something, but she sent it through Amazon, so they hide their address. So I don't think I have it. Yeah. I've been listening to healing prayers. Well, that's good. Brown butter sauce. That's smart. I didn't think about that. Oh, thank you. I feel like my eating is pretty boring. Oh, good for you. Are you going to post that up on YouTube? Good. I'm glad that helps. Oh, I like that. Sometimes that's all you need is something simple like that. That's a link to the stream if anybody wants to pop in. I plan on doing more lives, and I really wanted to do more lives this week since there's so many people gone. During the week is usually easier for me. I'm trying to remember if it didn't look like there's anything this week. Let's see, where am I? Oh, that was the link. Meeting Jesus. There you go. That heals. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, I never did get a notification for this channel. Well, it was meant to be. You needed me this morning, and here I am. Oh, you're so sweet, Annabella. Hugs to Australia. Try to get that hug in. Now, what was I going to look at? I was going to look at something. Now I forgot. I still can't multitask. I used to be remember in your 20s when you could have like 15 things going at once and you could concentrate on all of them at the same time? I miss those days. Seriously, I don't remember what I was fixing to do. I was fixing to look at something. Oh, let's see. Oh, does she? Okay, I'll look at that. Yeah, Hey, there's Ron.
Hey there.
Ron, how are you?
I'm doing good. So let me put my comments on so I can see what's going on there. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know, thank you for sharing that link out and put my, okay, I guess so. Yeah, so it's going good. I made a lasagna yesterday.
That sounds delicious. I made a lasagna at Christmas, like a keto lasagna, and it was really good. But
Okay, so
the
we're
sauce.
getting an echo here, so let me
Okay.
close out YouTube and.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That better?
Yeah, because I had echo. I did this another time when I was doing with Mike and Tom one night, and I couldn't figure out why I was getting a double echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had another browser open, so we're good. Yeah, so I made a lasagna yesterday. You're gonna have it today, but I got it from Maria Emmerich, I guess is how you pronounce the last name. She's a marvelous YouTube lady, and Dr. Ken Berry and her did a 4 or 5 part series on carnivore. and they all gotten together, and I've been watching the documentaries and why you should be doing carnivore. And I did keto for
Oh.
145 weeks, and I off and on did carnivore here and there. But now I'm thoroughly convinced to go carnivore after hearing some things about it. And what's going on with me? I got swollen feet, I got lipidemia, and I also got bloody and cracked, bleeding feet, and a lot of callus and all that bad stuff. And I've been going to the wound center, and they're trying to help me out and everything. So I decided to try carnivore to see that might reverse some of that. And so far, so good. It's not so much to lose any more weight. I'm really fine where I am right now. I'm 225. I lost well over 140 pounds, actually 147.
Wow, that's
Thank you.
awesome.
And I'm just trying to get my skin under the control to see whether or not that might help it. And at some point, maybe it will, maybe it don't. If God wants me to stay here at 225, that's fine. I'm good with that. But for me, I'm just trying to get my lipidemia under control. And because I think you might know what lipidemia is, right? The swollen leg I have. And so when he went to the wound center a couple of weeks ago, she ordered me a pump through the insurance company. And I'm hoping it'll help me out. And it should, because when I had hip surgery last year, my legs were back to normal. And so, but what I want to do is, I miss walking, and I do a lot of walking, and I do a lot of city activity, and all that has been put on hold. The doctors want me to literally stay off my feet and soak for 3 or 4 times a day. And this past week we had 90-degree weather, and I'm home on a heating pad with my feet up on the bed. It's awful, but and I haven't all I can do to get by my day, but it's okay. So there's a spiritual divine energy field that's just telling me just to stay home, relax, chill out. Everything will be fine. And let's hope tomorrow will be better than today. And that's the approach I'm taking everything right now. And I've been filming out a ton of videos. I've been putting up on my YouTube channel. I just got invited to do a Truth Social, if you know what I'm talking about. But another YouTuber, she invited me to go on her show on June 10th. I'm going to be doing a live video with her, with get from the about the politics and all that other stuff that we know about. That kind of Truth Social I'm talking about. I don't want your channel to get shut down. So because not everybody believes in the same beliefs that I believe in. And my aunt told me there's 2 things you usually don't talk about if you want to stay friends with somebody, is religion and politics. The 2 of them are mixed with family and members. So we try to, unless you want to talk about that, that's fine. But I try to avoid that. And I don't want to make any enemies, because I got a large group of followers on Facebook. I have like over 4,000 friends that follow me, and I keep it to the city events. And every morning I get up, I put a good positive quote to everybody and try to keep everybody motivated. And I've been doing that since the early days of we'll just say this. It won't reference it anymore, but I think you know what I mean. So how have you been? Good?
Good. Yeah. Doing pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what's going on with me. And I just, I enjoy helping people out, inspiring people to get healthy. And that's what it's all about, getting healthy. I started my journey at the age of 64. 2 years later, I'm still on it. And I've never given up. I mean, it's like you and everybody else. We've all had bad weeks and bad months. And sometimes I flatlined about the whole year of 2022. I stayed exactly the same, 225. After I dropped off 140 something pounds, it didn't even move. And once I almost got down to 200, and it was 203 when I got out of the hospital last year after I had my hip surgery. And then I just kind of ate whatever, and then I went kind of like back up, and then I cooled it for a little while, and then I bottomed out. But like again, this carnivore thing, it'll work, but I don't know if it'll be sustainable over the course of the long haul. But there's got to be something that's causing these issues. Now, the other big challenge that I'm having, I'm giving up my soft drink. I love Diet Coke or Coke Zero, and maybe that might be something that's triggering this stuff that be happening.
Could be.
And then I realized too that I'm not drinking enough water. You have to have enough water with electrolytes in it. That's very important. And so I'm upping my intake on water every day, and hopefully at some point this will all go away. And exactly. But I just really appreciate this. Let me come on and say hi to everybody.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Looks like we've got Rickwin here. Good morning. She's having her coffee.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, they got my. So every morning I start my morning off with my Be Kind cup. And
look, we match.
Oh, really? Oh, I
didn't see that.
Okay, cool. So
I love it. We match. That's awesome. So Annabella is telling me that she's 46. So I just turned 49.
46. I just turned. I'll be 67 in August.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but
Good
it's
for
never
you.
too late to start a weight loss journey. I mean,
Exactly.
I was going to get weight loss surgery back in January 2020. We were talking different, things, and they had all my pre-ops and had the insurance cleared it out and everything. And I said, no, there's got to be a better way. And I said, okay, I'm going to talk to God. And says, what's the solution? He goes, I want you to get permission from your doctor, put yourself out there publicly, to have because as a trade that I do, I'm a videographer for the city. I'm retiring after this year, but I've been doing this since 2012. And they said, well, I gave you the tools of video. Why don't you just video, make a channel, and maybe you can help people along the way? So that's what
Hmm.
I decided to do. And I says, as they say, the rest is history. And I just enjoy helping people. I enjoy talking like you, the different people, and saying hi to people. And I'm just trying to get my story out there. And so in 2020, back in August, when all this was going on, most people became a couch potato. I went the opposite way. I was going out walking every day, and that's how I got rid of all my weight,
That's
walking.
awesome.
And now I got problems with my feet. I was walking 3 or 4 miles a day, and it didn't matter if it was rain, shining, snow, sleet. I just like
Wow.
the motto of the post office, and nor sleet, nor snow, nor hail, nor rain. It's something like that. But I was walking every day, and I really I enjoyed it. And a photographer as well. I was a videographer, and I was taking a lot of photos of everywhere and every place that I was going and seeing and different things and whatever interests me. And my only regret in the early days of 220 was when because we had to have that on. I didn't have more full face photographs without that on, because with that on, it was really hiding the face, what it really looked like back then. And you get, and I'm talking more confidence now than I ever had before, because of the fact that um, I know what I'm doing now, and I can't stress this enough. If you're a newbie to weight loss, to and it doesn't matter if you're doing keto or carnivore or the Jenny Craigs or the Weight Watchers or any of those type of plans, you really, really have to do your homework and your research.
Hmm.
I can't stress that enough, because it took me a long time to figure out the ketogenic lifestyle, and if you know how to do something, put it up on, if you're bored at the house, do a YouTube channel, create a YouTube channel, and
Hmm.
you never know who you might be inspiring to do something. If you know how to do crafts or something like that, or paint rocks or something like that, you never know. And then you could do a ST website and sell your product on there. I'm getting ready to pull one up pretty soon, and I don't know where my journey's going to go from here, but I'm just taking one day at a time. I do a lot of work, volunteer work for the city, until this is slowing down a little bit. But in 2019, I got the Citizen of the Year award for our city, and
Yeah.
thank you. And I volunteer at the church parish every Friday night. I give up my night. My wife plays bingo, and I volunteered. This past Friday night, I had to come back home because of my feet. But I mean,
No.
they know that, so I'm taking a break from that for a couple of weeks. But but they don't. One of my friend Alden, God, I feel so bad for him. Memorial Day weekend, he was going away with his brother, and his brother was preparing his trailer, and he was only 57 years old, and the tire came up top and hit him in the head and killed him.
Oh
And
my
and,
gosh.
and my friend now is devastated, because but he doesn't want the same thing to happen to me with my feet. So he told me, I really need you to take care of your feet, and
Yeah.
come back to the charity when you're ready to come back. But yeah, and what's pissing me off right now more than ever, I want to go walking, because the doctors want me to stay off my feet. So that's where I am with everything. But yeah, but we
Wow.
got the carnivore recipe going on today. Oh, what else I'm gonna make? I saw another recipe YouTuber from Jennifer Bands, Banz, from Low Carb Recipes with Jennifer, and she made a nice meatball keto recipe for a snack. But I'm gonna replace some of the ingredients, is like with pork rind and that, to make it
Mhm.
carnivore. And yeah, that's the great thing about cooking, guys. Just because it's a recipe, if you don't like something, just omit it or replace it. Add
Mhm.
something that you like. I'm not a spicy person. I can't stand spicy foods because of my GERD. So I got to be very careful when I eat. So I
Yeah.
just swap it out and make it how I like it.
Mhm.
So it's really that simple. Now, getting back to Marie Emmerich, it was just funny because about a month ago, one of my Facebook friends goes, Ron, I know you're doing keto and carnivore sort of. He goes, that lady I was just referencing to, he had, she's an author. She's written like 20 books and all that. He had 10 books. I'm not kidding you. 10 books of hers. He said, if you want him, you can have him. He came down my house and dropped them off. So every now and then
Really?
I'll open up one of her books and I'll pop in. I'll pick out a recipe and I'll kind of like change things up a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this has been a really great experience helping many people as you to get healthy and get out there and get healthy, because you really have to get out there and get healthy today, because
Mm-hmm.
if you want to live longer. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to say. But anytime you want to have me on, I'm willing to come on and
Oh, of
talk.
course.
We could share recipes. We could do maybe a video exchange or something like that, or
Yeah, I would love
that'd be
that.
kind of really cool. The only thing is about where I live. This is where I prep everything in the back room, because we live in an apartment. And
Mm-hmm.
if you know what I'm talking about, you have a lot of apartment noise. And then we got a new kitty cat. Actually, we just got him a couple of months ago, but he's always under my feet, and so I get, I'm always aware of that I always step on the little monkey. But other than, yeah, we call him Oreo. He's a tuxedo cat. He's got all black and he's got white under his chin. He's got white paws. And he's got little
How cute.
white right on his bottom of his paws over here, and he's got pink paws. Yeah, he
Oh,
is cute. If you want me to go get him, I'll get him. Show him to you. If you want
oh
to wait,
yeah.
okay, hang on. If you let me, hang on a minute.
Yeah, go
I'll be
ahead.
right back.
Oh wow, that's crazy, Joe. I'm glad you're feeling good from it, but I love that you recognize that I'm craving this and this is why. I got some frozen cod the other day when I went grocery shopping, and that just reminds me I filmed my grocery haul, but I haven't edited or uploaded it yet.
Okay. This way. Okay. This is my little baby. And I move my that there. This is Oreo. Say
Oh,
hi.
look at his little paws. He's so cute.
I just got him up there, so he's kind of half asleep. And
No, he's so
yeah,
cute.
so he lets me hold him now and then. Yeah, but he'll get like really frisky like right now. So I'm just gonna let him go on my bed. Yesterday he was on the back of my bed there, sleeping with me all day, and I was kind of like resting my feet, and he slept in between my legs, and it was just funny because I had a blanket. I was covered up with my blanket, and he had his little paw on my lap, and he was singing to me all day, purring to me, so I know he was happy
Oh,
yesterday. But the kittens and cats there, the animals, they all give you so much love, and no matter if you're feeling down or lonely or something like that, they sense that. They sense to know when you don't feel good, so and they comfort you in
hmm.
that way. And that's why I got the biggest charge out of him when I got him. But he gets all over the place. He's a typical cat kitten. And eventually when he's all done kittenhood, he'll be okay, because he did bite us a couple of really good whacks here, but he's a kid, he's learning the
Hmm.
behavioral patterns of being with humans, and I just got to respect that with him, and he respects us with that, and we're fine with him, but
Good.
he was born January 1st, and we got him about 8 weeks ago, and now he's ready to be neutered in
Oh,
there, so I'm going to get him neutered probably before the end of the new month, so yeah, and hopefully that kind of might slow him down a little bit.
yeah,
But the other day
probably.
it was just funny. I'm going to the bathroom. He followed me into the bathroom, and he's climbing up the wall. I says, "Yeah, get the f down from there, you stupid cat." I'm afraid he's going to get onto the ceiling and fall off the ceiling and get hurt.
That's hilarious.
So I'm gonna have to take some video of that at some point,
Uh-huh.
before, yeah, because I got to get his nails clipped this week, so that way they won't be now wanting to scale the wall a little bit. Yeah, because I don't have to get paid for that, because if I move out of here and he does damage to the apartment, I'm gonna liable to pay for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
that's his name. He's on my back bed. He's a good cat most of the time when they're sleeping.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Well, I have 2 dogs. I did have 3,
Okay.
and we just lost one
Oh,
last week,
sorry to hear.
but yeah.
Yeah, I can relate
And
to that. Yeah,
they're
but
so
yeah,
much fun, though. They're just cute little personalities.
yeah.
Annabella
Well,
said that was a cute kitty.
Yeah. So we named him Oreo because we didn't know if it was a male or female when we first got him. And then when I went to the first visit with the vet, she stuck something, her finger up her behind. He goes, "No, he's a male." And I goes, "Well, I'm not about to stick the finger up her behind to find out, but you'll bite me." So,
You do it, yeah.
so my wife named him Oreo for like a universal name, just in case it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
female.
It
So
is.
we were good. We were good there. Now, what I want to do with a photograph of him, I want to get they actually got an Oreo blanket, like an Oreo cookie blanket on Amazon. I'm gonna write that on the bed and get a couple of packages of Oreo cookies and put it next to him and kind of like send a photograph off to the Nabisco company. Maybe they'll send me a free packet of cookies or
Yeah,
something
really.
like that. I thought that would be kind of cute, you know.
That is cute.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm just resting my foot today. My right leg is not. It's all scaly and it's terrible. So I've been soaking it in Epsom salt and vinegar per orders of the wound center, and they want me to stay off my feet the best I can. But like I said, it's hard when you want to do stuff and you get good weather and you can't get out there, you know. But I got to listen to what they say because otherwise I'm going to lose
Mm-hmm.
my foot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So.
hope the carnivore diet helps you.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too there. And so this month is just a transitioning over to carnivore. It's going to be like a couple of keto meals along the way, and then
Mm-hmm.
carnivore,
Yeah.
and then hope. I'm really hoping that if I really like this, and I kind of do because carnivore, I don't have to worry about fasting. I can eat when I'm hungry, and the rule of thumb is when you stop when you don't like the food anymore. So
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry about calories too much, and you know the rest of it will take care of itself. And again, the biggest thing about carnivore is to make sure you get your water throughout the course of your day. And I can't count soda, well, not soda water anymore, and coffee water, but you have to have regular water, you know, with
Uh-huh.
some type of electrolytes in it. And I got different flavors of electrolytes I have too. I got that from, okay, he wants to get out of my room. I'm going to open my door. Go ahead if you want to get out. He's going to make sure because he pulls on all my wires and everything. So okay. Now I can shut my door. He's out. Yeah. So I bought some watermelon electrolytes from I think it was Perfect Keto or something like that from that company, and I'm sending out for they got a package of electrolytes where these little all different flavors, about 12 or 24 in a box, and you could just cut them open, put them in a little bit of Poland Springs water or your favorite
Mm-hmm.
water, and shake it up, and you're good to go throughout the day. And I don't know about you, but what's your name again? What's your real name?
Hyla.
Hyla?
Mm-hmm.
Hyla with an
With an
H?
H, yeah.
Hyla. Okay. Thank you, Hyla. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm planning on sending out for a bunch of those this week so I can get a lot more because I got to finish up the older stuff first. I was doing collagen for a little while there, but I decided collagen is okay, but it's very expensive. I was doing the chocolate collagen and then the vanilla and the
Mm-hmm.
strawberry and all that stuff there. So now I'm done with the collagen. I want to do. I can make my own bone broth and stuff like that. I saw some videos on it, and it doesn't seem to be too bad. I don't know if the girls and guys that are on your YouTube channel don't know this, but when you go to the grocery store, you can buy bones already packages, and you can make your own broth out of that. And why
Mm-hmm.
would you not want to? You just throw it in the Instant Pot and put some different spices in there that you could tolerate, and make your
Yeah.
own broth and just drain it out and cool it down and pop it in a mason jar, put it in an ice box, and you're good to go. You know,
Yeah.
and
I
that's the
make
way
I
I would
make
approach it.
bone broth too. I've
Yeah,
made it a few times.
yeah. Yeah, so I hope I'm not keeping you for too much. I just didn't know, if you, how long you want to stay on here for. And oh yeah, I was talking about your cat, your animal that just passed. So we had a kitten. Her name was Angel. We had her for about 5 or 6 years, and she was always scared, and she was the best cat. But every time there was noise, something like that, she would hide under the blanket or hide under the
Mm-hmm.
sofa. So it was a really bad thunderstorm one time,
Mm-hmm.
and she hid under the sofa, and I had a vet appointment with her that day because she had just gotten a tooth pulled, and it was for a follow up, and I couldn't get her out of the couch, and the couch slipped and landed on top of her, and
Oh no.
I had to put it down. I bawled my eyes out for about
Oh
almost
yeah.
2 or 3 months. I was thinking, I mean, I missed her more than I missed my mom, and my mom passed of cancer. We had gotten her when she was about 6 weeks old. We got her a little bit sooner than we should have gotten her because she was
Mm-hmm.
taken away from her mama. But my wife would literally take a bottle and hand feed her with a bottle, just like a little baby, and
Yeah.
and so we connected with her right away, and but she was the best cat. But it just when that happened, I bawled my eyes out. And so just recently, I decided to get another one, not really to replace her, but just to have another
I
company.
know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
It's just so hard when you lose an animal. I'm
It
so sorry
is.
about that. It's, you know,
Thank you.
it's losing your family, really.
It is.
And are your dogs, are they like really finicky, or do they eat pretty much what you put out?
One of them is very finicky, and the other one would eat anything. So
Okay, because this one over here, I go to the store and I make special trips for him. I got to heat up his food in the microwave and throw some treats in there just to get him to eat, And yeah,
uh-huh.
I goes, geez, oh man, the kids eat better than my wife and I. Yeah, it's funny as anything. But they're very entertaining. I love it. I love it when
Yes.
and you don't need to buy expensive toys. I just take a little bottle cap and he fling it on the floor and he chases it around like a little mouse. He go, oh yeah, and then my cough drops. He throw those on the floor. He picks it up with his mouth. He carries that all over the place too.
That's
Yeah, so
funny.
he's he's very entertaining. So I love it. And then tomorrow I go down to the our local historical commission office. I'm a member down over there. I've been doing some volunteer work for them, and
Okay.
then Thursday night we have summer concerts. I used to film those. Those are free to the city. Tuesday, starting in July, there's 5 colonial band concerts that I'll be filming for the city. But again, this is my final year of volunteering for the city because I just don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
I got something that's called life, and after doing this since 2010 or 12, I just don't want to do it no more. I've done enough of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to concentrate on my health, my wife, and my family, and my
Yeah. I
friends, and
don't blame
my
you.
YouTube channel. And life is just too short right now, and you never
Right.
know what it's going to take. Yeah, because I've just lost 2 cousins last month. They're both my age. They died of cancer, and I said, "No, you know what? Life is too short. We just have to take one day at a time and appreciate every day when you get
Exactly.
up." And that's how I approach life right now. Like I said, and I hope today is going to be better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. Although right now I'm not having too bad of a day, you know. But I'm gonna scoot out of here and let you go. But thank you for
Okay.
inviting me to come on. And like I said, anytime
Sure.
you want to get on, maybe we can schedule another meeting up sometime down the road,
Yeah.
and maybe even share a video too. And then I could prep my stuff in the back room, and I could finish it off in the front room, and I could probably just do it on my mobile camera, just go film. You do it that way. I haven't figured out how to do this yet, but this is what I used to film, by the way. But I do have a
It works.
Canon. I have a Canon N50. I actually have a Canon studio type camera that I have, but I prefer this because
It's easier to move it around.
I have this nice tripod that I bought. It's a small tripod. It's from Cooler, KOOLOBOSDA or something like that. I got it on a company called BB Photography for like $60. Is what I like about it. It scopes up to about 4 feet, and
Oh,
it's got
good.
this you can move it, and it's adjustable, and it's got a leveler on it, and
Looks nice.
it's solid metal. It's not that cheap plastic junk you buy
Yeah.
sometimes when you buy it on Amazon.
And
And
I have some of those.
oh yeah, tell me about it. I got about 4 of them that I bought. I had invested in that right away and wanted to put wasting so much money on them, you
hmm
know. But yeah, your mobile cameras do really, really a great job. This
Oh,
even
yeah.
does better job than I got a Canon N50 that I spent over $1,200 for, and I got
I
about
have
$5,000 invested in camera lenses.
I have an
Yeah.
old iPhone, and this is what I used to
Yeah, well, you got an
film on for
iPhone,
years.
right? Yeah, I got an
Yeah.
iPhone as well, and I also have my older Galaxy S10 X. This is an older one. So what I do is I got a camera overhead, I film overhead, and I use this for the side angle. So
Good.
so when I was filming for the city there, typically a couple of times throughout the course of the year, I typically would take out 10 cameras and I'll set up 10 cameras around the perimeter, and then I'll film it, and then I'll bring in all 10 video clips, synchronize all the songs, the music, and with the audio zoom. So now I got 11 things going on in the timeline for a 3-hour concert, and then I'll condense it down to about an hour and a half. It's an awful lot of work when you don't get
That
paid for it,
is.
but because every time the band members are playing something new instrument, you're switching over to a different instrument. And it's really, really cool how I put it all together. But again, I don't get paid for it, and that's the part I'm getting sick of it. But even if I got paid for it, it'd probably still be miserable. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I just want to concentrate on my own YouTube channel, help people to get healthy, and do some interviews like with you and anybody else that might want to come in and bring me aboard for an interview and
Oh, yeah.
continue to grow my YouTube channel. Like as of this morning, 653 members on my channel.
Oh,
And
good.
yeah, and I was really surprised that well, you know what it was? I didn't realize that when I first started my YouTube channel, I put tags, you know what a tag is when you for a video, right? So I put that up there and I thought that's all I really needed to do. Then I realized that like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I started putting tags under each video related to the video that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Since I almost every daily now, I'm picking up at least 5 to 10 subscribers almost every day,
Oh,
and because they're
good.
just curious. And I just posted a video Sunday actually. 147-pound weight loss video, before and after photographs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty interesting what we looked like before. And I often tell people to um, take lots and lots of photos if you're starting a journey. And even if you don't want to share them out with anybody, that's fine. Just put them on your hard drive somewhere, or create a
Yeah.
folder, leave them there, because
I did not do that.
you might want to sometime. And it's fun going back, and I'm thinking about even doing another one, but a shorter version with some of my baby photographs, maybe personal photographs of me as a child growing up. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger, between the ages of say 6 and 12, I was a normal kid size, and then all of a sudden, when I was going to elementary school, kids used to pick on me, and because we were poor back then, and I had ripped clothes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they started gaining. That's when my weight problem started, and
Oh,
that's when I could go
yeah.
back, and if my future self could go back in time and tell that younger kid, if they pick on you, you see this, just turn around and smack them in the head, or whap them beside the face or something like that. Tell them to knock it off.
Yeah.
But I was always a shy kid, and I took it in all the time, and that's what propelled me
Mm-hmm.
to get heavy over the course of my lifetime. But yeah, when I married my wife, dear, we've been together for 42 years. I was 400 pounds. I was quite big, but I just you just learn. We learned to just she married me. She saw something in my heart, not my outside, and we've been together ever since. We've been together for
That's
42
good.
years, but yeah,
Wow.
yeah, no kids, just a cat. Yeah. So, but anyways, I'm gonna let you guys all go because
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I gotta edit some more video, and like again, just to get a hold of me when you want to get a hold of me. Say, Ron,
Okay.
thank you for coming aboard this morning, and I just enjoy talking to you guys and your many Facebook, YouTube followers. But thank you, Hyla, right? Hyla,
Hyla.
Hyla, okay.
It's okay. Everybody, yeah.
Hylla.
Hyla.
Okay,
Okay.
Hyla, okay.
I always say it's like hi la.
Hi, hi. She's like Hyla. All right, well,
I get all kinds of names. I get called
okay,
Tyler. I get it all. So
okay.
yeah, I'll answer to just about
Why?
everything because I'm used to it.
I've been getting called all too, but the, the other way. This past couple, we got the situation resolved, but here was the deal. What happened was I sell charity tickets on Friday night, and 2 weeks ago we had a huge line of people going all the way back. Some lady cut in line, and she wanted to cut in front of everybody. And I
Oh
told her,
gosh.
I said the line starts over there. She turned around and called me an FNA. And
Oh.
yeah, right in front of everybody. And I just, how bad I wanted to say something to her, but I held
Mhm.
it all in.
Good for you.
We got the situation resolved, because if I would have said what I really wanted to say, I would have been reported to the state, and I wouldn't be doing the charity no more. But I
Mhm.
kept it in. I told them
Good for you.
I ran the bingo, and we diffused the situation before it got out of hand. That was the following week, because the one that does the bingo calling, Mary Ann, she said to me, "Oh, no wonder you were really quiet that night." And it goes, yeah, because you don't know how bad I just wanted to say something to her, but I held my
Uh-huh.
cool, and but yeah, so when my feet are healthy, I'm gonna go back and doing that again. I'm gonna do that again. But oh yeah, and I was working for a little while too, back for a couple months ago there, but I had to give that up. I was working at Hannaford's. I did that picking job, and I really loved that. The people over there are fantastic, and
Mhm.
I didn't make any mistakes. But I was there, I picked up on jobs just like that, and I had it before at another Hannaford's, and I didn't like it at that location. This location was a lot better, and it's right down the street from where I live. And
Oh, that's nice.
he told me, he said, Ron, anytime you're ready to come back when your feet are we're gonna hold your job open,
Oh,
but
good.
I'll have to bring it back as a new employee." And he goes, "Well, that's fine, but I want to make sure I'm 100% ready because I don't want to come
Mhm.
back to work and have to go back out after a couple of weeks because of my feet. Something wrong with them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?" But that's what we got going on right now. And again,
Hope it gets
I'm gonna
better.
let you go, and just hope today is better than tomorrow. And I just want to leave a note and just let's see, pull up one of my quotes. Let's see, one of my famous quotes that I give, and so I give leave a note on a possibility on. Uh, okay, here's a good quote that I put up every now and then. If you see somebody without a smile, give them yours.
Oh, I
And,
love that.
yeah, and be kind, like your word,
Mhm.
be kind says. That
Look,
was
we're
kind
messy, everybody.
that was wild. But anyways, have a great day, guys,
You
everybody.
too.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for joining.
Okay, no problem.
Well, thank you, Ron. That was fun. Uh, yeah, Joe, I am so sorry about your father. I lost mine too when I was a child. I still have my mom. That's just awful. I hate it for people when they've lost both parents. It's really sad. I haven't tried to make my own electrolytes. I've thought about it, but I have not tried it yet. That is so scary, Annabella. That is so scary. I hope you get that figured out. That is so awesome. Blood glucose is back to normal level. Yes. Thank goodness for that. That is awesome. That's really, really great news. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I think so too. I have to have my magnesium. And I switched, I said earlier in the beginning of the live, I switched to a different kind of magnesium and it's not been working like the keto chow drops. But I have problems with the keto chow drops, the magnesium drops, because if I take too much, then I'm in the bathroom, and I'm not going to go more specific than that. But then if I ease off them even just a little bit, then I get leg cramps. So I can't find a happy medium. But with these new ones, I'm still getting leg cramps and not sleeping as well. I don't know. Yes, it should. That is such good advice. She always gives me such awesome advice. Good for you. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're laughing more. Good for you. It sure is. Sure is. I like a warped sense of humor. Yes, I've got you. Oh, I don't like that. Good. Good for you. I agree completely. Oh, yeah, that's frustrating when you don't have a lot of options. Yes. We don't want that to happen either. Oh, wow. Good for you. Thank you, Connie, for listening. Thank you, Annabella. Oh, poor baby. I'm so sorry. I use collagen powder quite a bit. I don't take it every day. I forgot to put it in my coffee this morning, but it really has helped me with my hair, because I was like right here, it was really thin. And then I had even noticed it was getting thin up here, and it really thickened back up. And then I'm getting dark hairs on my roots again instead of all white. Yeah, I just purchased a brand from Amazon. Of course, it's a huge bottle. So I've only been taking it this week. I don't know. It's chelated magnesium. I can't remember. I won't need to pay for it. Oh, that's good. My stomach is making all kinds of noises. I don't know if I'm digesting the coffee or if it's trying to tell me I'm hungry. Hello, the Bud Files. How are you? Welcome, welcome. See, I love that sense of humor. Girl, you were up late for us. Thank you. Did I miss any of the other chats? Got them all. Mine is this morning for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's loud enough for you guys to hear. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I'm glad we can be here for you. Anybody else that needs it. It's the same for me, though. I need it too. This community is what I'm talking about. We need the community. Exactly. Everyone in this community is important to us. I feel like I was falling. Oh, I don't like that. I'm sorry, sweetie. I can't believe I still have a little bit in there. It does take me a while to drink my coffee, even if it's cold or hot. I just sip, sip, sip. It's probably not good to spend so much time drinking it, but it's just how it is for me. Aww. I know you miss him. I hate that. I still got to get my steps in. Like I said, I want to jog a little bit. I want to fill up my stomach with too much coffee. I'm so sorry, Annabella. You are going to get healthy, though. You are doing it. You're on the road, and you're going to get there. There you go. See, she has such awesome advice. I just look forward to every comment she gives me. I'm like, like when I posted about fasting, I was like, I can't wait to see what Joe says. Oh, goodness. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So I would love to do another live this week sometime. Like I said, I was looking at the calendar and I don't think I have anything this week. That's what I was picking up my phone for earlier. Remember when I picked up my phone earlier and I couldn't remember what I was looking at? I was trying to see if there was anything. Nothing this week. Yay. Until Saturday. So I should be able to. I mean, I have to take some kids here and there, but daily stuff. Not any appointments or anything like that. So I'd love to do another daytime live this week. And if anybody wants to join me, let me know. That's good. Eat for him, but eat for yourself too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was so proud. I was like, you know what? I had 2 coffees and I took your advice about the fat. And that really, really did help having some butter. And like I said, when I cooked bacon for my husband, I was like, I'll just, because I was kind of hungry, but not like, I was having some hunger pains, but I just didn't feel like eating either. And I thought, oh, this warm bacon grease, I'll scoop some of this up and try that. And that really, really staved off that hunger. So even if I have to do my fast like this every time with a little bit of heavy whipping cream and blah, 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 it definitely helped. I felt the difference and the goodness that it did. So even with having some stuff with it, I can tell that it still worked. One day maybe I'll be able to do a water fast, but I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I felt a big accomplishment by doing that. So I would love to be able to do that once a week. I don't know if I'll do them that often, twice a month, at least once a month, bare minimum once a month. I think I really need that for my gut health, at least for a while. But I would love to, right now, since I'm dealing with all the menopausal stuff and gut issues and the weight gain and everything, I would love to be able to do it like once a week, but we'll see. I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm not going to say that I have to do it and then deal with, feeling like a failure if I don't. So that's why I don't like doing a lot of challenges. And if I do challenges, I know it's something that I can easily do because, not because I don't want to challenge myself. It's just that if I don't do it, if I don't finish it, or if I don't do it perfectly, then I'm really hard on myself and feel like a failure and it does more damage. So that's why I don't do a lot of challenges. When I do, it's something that I know that I'm already working on, or something that will easily, like putting the scale away. That's easy for me to do. If it's out of sight, I don't think about it. Steps challenge, I'm already doing steps. That's just going to motivate me to get more steps. And when I do a steps challenge, I don't go, okay, I'm going to do this many steps this week, or this many steps this month, or this many miles, because if I don't do those, then I'll feel like a failure. So I'm very careful about the challenges I do and how I do the challenges. Some people are more motivated if they say, I'm going to do these many steps or this many, but it doesn't work for me. What works for me doesn't work for somebody else, and what works for somebody else don't work for me. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, and that's another problem. This community is awesome, but a lot of times there's too much information in some of those ways. When I talk about too much information, it's too many people telling you that you need to do it this way. You've got to do such and such this way, or it's not right and it's not worth doing. And I hate that. Especially when you talk about like doing the carnivore diet or something like that. There's too many people out there going, well, if you're drinking coffee, you're not carnivore. If you're eating cheese, you're not carnivore. If you're doing this, shut up. Stop doing that, because what you're doing is, I know you're just trying to give people the proper information according to you and according to some other people. But what you're doing is you're deterring that person from being healthier. You're deterring that person from eating correctly and, making themselves healthier and live longer and stuff. Just let them figure it out on their own. Stop being so picky. If somebody needs a cup of coffee with their carnivore diet, let them have it and shut up about it. I get so frustrated. That's my big pet peeve in this community. Look, really one of my only pet peeves in this community is the perfection that is expected on other people. None of us are perfect. None of us are doing this diet perfectly. So why do we expect everybody else to do it perfectly? And it's usually the people that are creators that are sharing their content and sharing their journey that we expect them to do it perfectly. And that's not fair. It's really not. I get so frustrated when people deal with bullying. Like Annabella, I have in in the past on some of the bigger channels in the live streams, on the chats, I've seen Annabella talk about some homemade keto sweets that she's made. And, that's what she needs to be on this journey. And I've seen people bully her for some of her homemade sweets. And that really makes me mad. If you can't have homemade sweets, keto sweets of any kind, that's your journey and that's fine. But it's okay for her to do that if that's what's working for her. And it's okay for her to share that in the chat. She shouldn't be shamed for it. And I've not said anything, but I'm getting to the point where I'm not on some of those chats as much as I was because I've gotten bullied on them too. And I'm at the point where I'm going to speak up and probably get kicked off because I don't like that. Okay, I started recently watching Mindy, and I started watching Mindy Pels because of you, because you mentioned her in a live. And that's the whole reason why I started. And I haven't watched a lot yet, but I love that she talks about women's health. And she's one of the reasons why I was, trying to do the extended fast and talking about the 36-hour fast and stuff. So thank you for bringing her up to me. I do watch a little bit of Dr. Boz too. I want to watch more of them. In my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch binge watch them. And it's just not happened yet. I need to play them when I'm in the car. I used to do that. I used to, if I had to go to town and pick up a kid or something, that's like a 15, 20 minutes. I should, listen to videos. I used to do that. Now I'm not doing it as much. Let's see. I'm so glad. And that worked for me. But just because, I need that right now, I know that 6 months from now, 3 years from now, I may not need that. Or I may still need it. And that's okay. Because that's what, it worked for me. I did it with that. And so I'm just going to take that victory and do what I need to do. The Father, okay. I've never heard of him. You built it up over time. Yeah. Some people can just pick it up and do it. No problem. But. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know a lot of people do it for religious reasons. And I can see that too. Good for you. Yes, I don't blame you. And I need to be more. I've been thinking lately, I need to be more picky about who I'm subscribed to. People that are upfront about not being perfect, I love. And then those that just, give great advice and don't judge. But the people that are too picky and strict, and it's okay if you want to be strict with yourself and your own diet, that's great, but stop expecting that from other people. And that's one of the reasons I'm glad I'm not on Facebook, because I know that sometimes those Facebook groups can get bad too. Exactly. If they don't, you. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Welcome. I'm sorry I got behind on the chat. There you go. Oh, really? I'll have to check that out, because I think I've watched more of the most recent ones. Oh, no. There you go. Be true to yourself. Exactly. Oh, do you? Well, I guess I had steak and butter. Yeah, I know one of her videos, she said to break it with protein, but I think it was a recent video. That's great advice. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Annabella. Yes. Well, if you're watching somebody that's not helping you for whatever reason, it could be just something about them that's triggering you or about the way they eat. They may be really loved in this community, but it may not be helping you spiritually, physically, whatever. So you just need to stay away from them, not because there's anything wrong with them, it's just not working for you. Exactly. Thank you, Scott. And I also get a little bit frustrated with some people. I'm the only one in this house that eats this way. Nobody else does. Well, I cook a lot for my daughter, and she doesn't realize that she's having a lot of carnivore and keto meals. We don't talk about it. She just, she doesn't realize like the sausage, egg, and cheese bites that I make her, that those are keto or carnivore. I mean, if you're cheese on carnivore, it's carnivore. And there's a lot of other meals. And like, she loves those meatballs that I made a recipe for. She loves those. And I use the Primal Kitchen pizza sauce with them. And, I think it does have a little bit of sugar in it, but she doesn't complain about it at all. And she doesn't realize that's keto. And so, she's getting a lot more keto carnivore meals since I changed my diet. But she still eats a lot of sugar and carbs too. But I can't force anyone in my household to change the way they're eating. I live with 2 adults and then a teenager. I raised them, and then my husband eats the way he wants to. Of course, I didn't raise him, but our kids, I raised them on a sad diet because I didn't know any better. I can't just make them stop now that they're adults or almost adults. And some people give you a hard time about that, like that you should have everybody in your house change their diet and you should throw away all the bad stuff. Well, I'm sorry, but if I threw away all the bad stuff, my husband would just go to the grocery store and buy himself more of that bad stuff, waste all that money. And the same with my adult son. If he wants junk food, he's going to buy it himself. And he does buy a lot of it himself. So you can't force it, unfortunately, on other people, but they can watch you change and watch you get healthy, and hopefully it encourages them to get healthier. Yeah, and that's good. You want to be happy and well, and that's really good uh, thing to think of. Meat and prayer. That's good. You are on the right path. I know you are. Yeah, that I can see that. What works for you? And see, some people would probably give you a hard time about that. I'm not, because you're doing what works for you and what you need to do for you, and what you're doing. My stomach, sorry. What what you're working with your doctors and your dietitian and everything and your counselor. You're doing what you're trying to find what works for you. If you haven't found some things that work for you, you're adjusting, and nobody needs to judge you for that. Exactly. None of us knew better. But unfortunately, that's where we are. But I think the best way to change other people or get other people's attention is for them to see us get healthier. Yeah, exactly. I love that you said that. That's no soup for you. Oh gosh. I love it. Yes. Yes, that is so true. Good for you. I'm glad that it does. Yeah. And unfortunately, if you got on some of the bigger channels and said that in the chat, there would be people all over you. And that's when I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut. Exactly. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Look to the cookie. I swear I don't know what's going on in there. It's making all kinds of noises. It is grumbling like crazy. I don't feel hungry though, so I feel like I'm just like digesting the coffee or something. That's why you have your profile picture. It took a lot for me to put a picture of myself on the profile picture. I mean, my crafting channel, I never had my picture on there, and for years I never showed myself. While I was crafting, I wanted to focus on my hands and what I'm doing, and doing lives, it took me a long time to do a live, and then when I did, it took a long time for me to actually show my face. Now I'm comfortable with it. I finally got over that hurdle, but it's the same thing with I don't want to take pictures of myself. I don't want to see myself. I'm finally getting over that. I still don't like to see pictures of myself, but I'm over the doing lives and stuff and seeing myself in the videos. But I always hated when I would watch crafting videos and it was about the person instead of what they were doing. They're just like me, 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 me. I never heard of that either. Huh. The eye thing. Yes, everybody, I am wearing a sweatshirt if you didn't notice that, and it's the middle of summer here. But it stormed last night and it's still kind of raining off and on, and cloudy and cool. It was in the 60s, which after being in the 90s, 60s feels really cold. Ugh. That's awful. I hate any kind of fat shaming. That's awful. That's awesome. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Oh, I do too. I love this blue. I don't buy a lot of blue shirts. I love this. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't get a lot of blues. And it's a really comfortable sweatshirt too. I got my beef, butter, bacon, and egg shirt in royal blue too. Not that I do BBB&E. I just wanted one of the shirts. I just wanted to support Dr. Barry in another way by getting one of his BBB&E triple beanie as the joke between me and Sana, because she was being interviewed. I think it was when Jason interviewed her, and I was watching and I had my closed caption on, and it thought she said triple beanie instead of triple beanie, and so ever since then it's been triple beanie. Plus I have trouble saying BBBB&E. I stumble with it. The 3B throws me off. So if you ever hear me say triple beanie, that's what I'm talking about. But I also got one of his PhD shirts too. But I got a purple sweatshirt. I love it too. Oh, isn't that funny? I've always been told I have brown eyes, but I have green in them too. And when I went to this last eye doctor, he's like, your eyes are not brown. You've got hazel eyes, not brown eyes. Oh, I love that. Oh, isn't that funny? Seeing I used to, if you look at my closet, like the majority of my shirts are gray, and then there's black, and then there's some other colors. But I'm trying to wear more colors too. When I order stuff now, I'm starting to order things in color. So, and I think that's because of this diet. Because I would be like in black and gray, like head to toe. So now I'm starting to add color to my wardrobe. I had a few things, but mostly everything was black and gray. So I'm getting more and more color. Hey, I finished it off. That's awesome. Yeah, I went without. Oh, I had to get glasses in my mid-20s, I think it was. But it started because I worked in an office, and the computers that we had, and this was back when the computer screens were like this big and they were all tan colored or beige or whatever. And the screen on it jumped constantly, and they refused to get us any better computers. And after a year working on that, and I was on the computer all day long, I had to have glasses. And after I had to get glasses, they finally got new computers because they felt bad about that. But during my second pregnancy, my eyesight improved, and so much so that I had to get rid of the glasses. And so I was off glasses for 20 years. But I started noticing during driving, it started becoming an issue. And I have stigmatism too. You know what it's called? Stigmatism. I think that in both eyes. So the glasses help with that. And then with I'm nearsighted, so I need help with the distance. Eat like a human. Oh, I love that. I did order some more shirts from my Spreadshirt shop. I've got a Spreadshirt shop connected with my other channel, and this is one of them. So I've got a lot of fun like keto and carnivore sayings. But I got another one that says it's got a chicken, a pig, and a cow, and I think it says "World's Worst Vegan" or something like that. It's funny. So I can't wait to get that one. Oh, I love it. You're getting some colors. I don't know what that means. What your first hypo? I don't know what that means. I love those colors that you're talking about now. I used to have. Oh, did you? Oh. Yes. Yeah, I can imagine. The color of your clothes, it's like shows your mood, I think. Like if you're down and not feeling good about yourself, yeah, you just want to go for those dark clothes that don't make you stand out. Nothing bright and sunny. I can understand that. I can't believe I've been going on almost 2 hours, you guys. I thought I would be on here like 30 minutes. Yes. Hugs to Annabella for sure. She needs them. All right, I'm going to get off here so I can get some steps in before it starts getting too late. Not that I have a whole lot to do, but I do want to jog. Get at least a 20-minute jog in. Dogs are starting to get playful. They're going to get loud here in a minute. They'll start wrestling. They'll start playing and then start wrestling with each other. It's so cute. We love you too. Have a great day. Oh, super fun to see you too. Thanks, Scott, for being on here. I appreciate it so much. You have a great day too. Yeah, that's me too. Been sitting down for too long. I wish I could walk around. Well, I had some kind of contraption where I could walk and do a live at the same time. I'd be tripping all over the place though and running into walls. Y'all have a great day too. Thanks so much for joining. And I put a discount code if anybody's interested in that Jobby coffee. There's a discount code in the description. There's also a couple other discount codes down in there too, and some other links and channels that I follow. Blah blah blah. Thank you all so much for watching. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Happy eating. Good night, Annabella. Get some sleep. You've cheered me up. Good. I'm glad. I hope you can go to bed with a smile on your face. And the rest of y'all that are starting the day, it's late. I hope y'all can get some steps in and get some movement in and have a wonderful day, you guys. Don't judge each other. Be kind to each other. And have a wonderful day. Thanks, Connie. Thank you, Annabella. Thank you, Jill and Scott and Ron. See y'all on the next one. Double wave. Bye.